BTS member Kim Taehyung, known globally as V, continues to move hearts around the world, this time not through fashion, film, or global ambassadorships, but through pure emotion. During a special stage event that reunited him with Jin and Jimin, the singer was visibly emotional, shedding tears as he stood under the spotlight once again, surrounded by fellow members and the ever-passionate ARMY. For many fans, this moment marked one of the most heartfelt chapters in BTS's history, a powerful reminder of how deeply the bond between the members and their supporters runs. The event took place in Seoul, marking one of the first large-scale public stages for Taehyung since completing his military service. For the BTS vocalist, the stage has always been a sacred space, a place where he could express himself freely, where his artistry met his sincerity, and where the energy between him and the audience formed something unexplainable yet profoundly beautiful. As the lights dimmed and the opening chords of his solo track, Love Me Again, echoed through the arena, fans could feel the nostalgia, pride, and longing that filled the air. Taehyung's emotional reaction came during a brief pause between performances. The crowd had just finished singing along to his part, their voices merging into a chorus of love and support. As he looked out into the sea of purple light sticks, his eyes welled up. He smiled softly, lifted the microphone and said quietly, "I really miss this. I missed you all so much." His voice cracked slightly, but his words carried the kind of sincerity that transcended language. It wasn't just the crowd that grew emotional. Jin and Jimin, standing beside him, were also seen wiping away tears, unable to contain their pride and happiness for their brother. It was a reunion long awaited. Ever since BTS temporarily shifted focus toward individual activities and military service, ARMYs around the world have been yearning to see the group share the stage again. The sight of Taehyung performing alongside Jin and Jimin reignited the collective hope that a full BTS concert will soon become a reality. For many, it wasn't just a performance. It was a promise, a whisper of what's to come in 2026 when BTS will officially reunite for their group comeback. The set list was designed to highlight both nostalgia and renewal. Starting with Taehyung's slow dancing and Love Me Again, the atmosphere carried the softness of jazz and soul, setting an emotional tone. Then, Jin performed a heartfelt rendition of The Astronaut, dedicating it to the fans who waited for him through his enlistment. When Jimin joined the stage, his solo, Like Crazy, transformed the energy into something electric. But what truly captured the audience was the trio's chemistry. Despite the different musical directions they've explored individually, their synergy felt untouched, as if no time had passed. Midway through the event, V addressed the audience once again, this time with more composure. "Standing here with my brothers again feels like coming home. I think this is what happiness truly feels like." The screen behind them displayed old footage from BTS's previous tours, moments from Love Yourself, Speak Yourself, and Permission to Dance, reminding everyone how far they've come and how deeply their journey has touched millions worldwide. Jin, known for his calm and caring presence, placed a hand on V's shoulder, telling him, "You did so well, Taehyung. We're proud of you." The crowd erupted in cheers, and Jimin added, "ARMY, you see, he's always been like this. So passionate, so genuine." The three laughed through tears, their emotions raw yet comforting. That moment quickly became one of the most shared clips online, trending globally within hours with hashtags like Taehyung is home, BTS reunion, and Forever with Bangtan, dominating X, formerly Twitter. The reunion carried layers of meaning beyond just nostalgia. It represented resilience, growth, and an unspoken understanding between artists and their fans. Taehyung's journey over the past few years, from his critically acclaimed solo album Layover to his military service to his global fashion dominance, has shown his evolution as an artist and human being. Yet, standing on that stage, surrounded by his brothers and fans, reminded everyone that at the heart of it all, Taehyung remains the same, the soulful performer who lives for the music and the connection it brings. Industry observers noted that this event wasn't just a sentimental gathering, but also a significant prelude to BTS's 2026 plans. Sources close to HYBE have hinted that the group's reunion will not only include new music, but also an extensive world tour, with Taehyung set to play a key creative role in visual direction and concept design. Given his refined sense of aesthetics and storytelling, many expect the comeback to carry a deeply emotional narrative, one that reflects their personal growth during the hiatus. Fans across the world responded to the emotional reunion with heartfelt messages. One ARMY from Argentina wrote, "Watching him cry made me cry. You can feel how much he loves performing, how much he missed being V of BTS, not just Kim Taehyung." Another from Japan commented, "This is not just a performance, it's a reunion of souls." You can see how the members comfort each other without words. On Korean community boards, fans praised his honesty and vulnerability, calling it the purest expression of an artist who lives through music. Even media outlets highlighted Taehyung's emotional depth. Several journalists covering the event described his presence as magnetic yet delicate, noting how his ability to connect emotionally with an audience remains one of his greatest strengths. Vogue Korea praised the way he balances star power with human warmth, while Rolling Stone Asia emphasized how V's sincerity on stage transcends language barriers. Perhaps what made the night unforgettable was not just the music or the emotions, but the symbolic power of unity. Seeing Taehyung, Jin, and Jimin on the same stage after years apart reminded fans that BTS's essence goes beyond albums and awards. It's about connection, the invisible thread that ties 7 artists to millions of hearts around the globe. Toward the end of the concert, as confetti rained down and the lights dimmed into purple hues, Taehyung waved one last time, tears still glimmering in his eyes. "Please don't ever separate us from each other, from this stage or from ARMY." The words echoed through the arena, soft but powerful. It was both a plea and a promise, one that every fan will hold close until the day BTS stands together again, 7 members strong. As fans left the venue, one thing was clear. No matter how much time passes, no matter how far they roam, the stage, the brotherhood, and the ARMY will always bring them back together. BTS is expected to make their full comeback in spring 2026, marking not just a musical return, but an emotional one, a reunion that reaffirms the unbreakable bond between the group and their fans. For now, the memory of Taehyung's tears and smile will linger, a beautiful reminder that true love between artist and audience never fades. It only grows stronger with time.